A very good morning to all of you, my dear children. Welcome to Shikha's Literature Institution. So, children, are you worried you are not ready to learn English literature with a native speaker? So, I am creating this learning tools or devices to provide all the guidance you need to shade that fear and start speaking in a learning today. Yes, I have some magical thoughts and magical devices that how to learn lengthy chapters and lengthy questions in a very short way from literature. So concentrate first on your study, children. As we know that your exams are on your head and you all are under pressure. So don't worry about. Let's start your all chapters revision in a very short way. So, Letter to God is a very first chapter from your prose by G.L. Fuentes, um, a Mexican writer who was one of the most important chronicles of the Mexican Revolution and its effects. The story presents the initiate faith of a man in God. Lencho, the main character, protagonist of the story, experiences a great troublesome in his lifehood and in which makes him worried, but he believes that vivid descriptions of his faith in God, who out of his sheer simplicity goes to extent of writing a letter to Almighty. Yes, so this is all about the faith and beliefs in God. The Mexican writer was G.L. Fuentes was born in 1897 in Lanzarote, died in 10th December 1966, and the spontaneous artist into the field of prose was awarded by National Prize of Arts and Science. So, children's, here the summary. The story begins with, as we know, the brief description of the setting in which we could safely say that it happens in the rural area of Mexico. And the setting remotely talking about the house in which he singled out the entire valley, a hill, the river which he seems so high. Hailstorm destroyed all his crops. A hard-working farmer as Elencho was. He was expecting a good harvest that year, like all other farmers. He was expecting some rain and hoped that a little downpour would certainly boost his crops. Instead of a little amount of rain, the all crops was turned and sheared uh, with a higher hailstorm, and higher hailstorm destroyed all his crops. सो लेंचोस फेथ के बारे में बताया गया है, उसका विश्वास भगवान के ऊपर कितना अटल है कि येट ही हैड फिल्म दैट इन गॉड आर सिंपल हार्टेड एज ही वॉज लेंचो स्ट्रांगली बिलीव्ड इन गॉड वुड सर्टेनली हेल्प हिम एंड postmaster initiative when all the employees of the post office saw his letter, he was assumed as well as perplexed. How could a letter addressed to a god ever he believed? Naturally he sought his boss opinion and went to postmaster. The postmaster too saw the address on this and he laughed very proudly. वो सब हंसते हैं, सोचते हैं अरे भगवान के ऊपर, भगवान के लिए कौन लेटर लिख सकता है? इतना विश्वास, इतना फर्म फेथ भगवान के ऊपर तो हम लोगों को भी नहीं है. और वो बस इसी बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं और आपस में हंसते भी हैं कि भगवान को लेटर कोई कैसे लिख सकता है और भगवान इस लेटर को कैसे पढ़ेंगे. वो सब उसके लेटर को, उसके विश्वास को तोड़ना नहीं चाहते थे. तो यही हमारे पूरी स्टोरी का बेस्ड है कि उसका फेथ भगवान पे कितना है, और सारे पोस्ट मास्टर भी हंसते हैं. सो चिल्ड्रंस, द ब्यूटिफुल टाइटल ऑफ दिस स्टोरी, एज वी नो दैट आ स्टोरी ऑफ गॉड इज ऑल अबाउट द फार्मर्स initiate faith on God, and since the time immortal man was tried to find answer to several questions related to his creation of his universe and in all his societies. So children, message हमें मिलता है इससे कि a little story, a letter to God conveys a message that we should keep hope and faith in all situation. Life is a long journey, as we all know about, and we have to face upheavals every now and then. So but we must not bend or break. We should trust in God and keep all hope that things will be favorable soon. And dear children, yes, this is such a very beautiful chapter from your prose, and read this very carefully. Have a very beautiful day.